Hello everyone, welcome back to the Battlefield Siege Run. Here we have a special one. We have a real special one today. We are playing goblins. We are lobbing so many grenades at our opponent. It's going to be glorious. This deck is very low to the ground, and when it doesn't want to be low to the ground anymore, it's sending the goblins up high. We're sending multiple goblins in the air to finish the job, which you'll see in the videos anyway. This is a fun deck. It's a bit of a meme deck. Sometimes we play a bit of a, weird decks in here, but we're playing competitive decks. But I really just wanted to get people in with goblins. So essentially, we're running all the best one drops. We've got Bushwhacker, Goblin Blast Runner because we're sacking creatures. We're running Foundry Street Dancing because it's really good with cards like Dragon Fodder. You get a 3-1. Multiple ways essentially to get some very powerful creatures in turn 1. Mog Raider is a good way to sack everything and just send a massive creature in. And then we're running all these Mog War Marshal effects. So Mog War Marshal, Goblin Instigator makes a token, and Dragon Fodder makes tokens as well. So the idea is play low, get a wide board, attack with everything, and then I bring you over to here, this 12 grenade list. So Goblin Grenade, crowd favorite, fantastic card. What's next? Goblin War Strike. Does the same thing except more sometimes. You got 7 goblins, we're dealing 7 damage. Up in the air, let's go, War Strike. Then we're running Reckless Abandon. Slightly worse Goblin Grenade, but still, 4 damage. Sack him, send him upstairs. So that's just basically the combo. It's really fun. Basically, you find out if you win the game in 5 minutes because it does use all its fuel very fast, and you find out very quickly. I'm running 2 Reckless Impulses because sometimes I want a little bit of gasola to either A, get more goblins, or B, get things to throw goblins at them. So, it's nice to have the little 2. Sideboard's pretty straightforward. Searing Blazes, you might want to run an extra mountain for just because of the landfall effect. But yeah, Pyroblast, way to remove for those early creatures. Flurry Pang for that pesky Prismatic Strands that's going to ruin our lives. A couple Tormod Scripts for the fast spy combo. And I'm just trying out these Goblin Caves. Honestly, I just want to play an old card. But Goblin Caves allows you to save some of your creatures, especially against cards like End of Festivities and like Drown and Zone and stuff. So I just want to give it a go. Anyway, that's the deck. Let's lob goblins everywhere and get the job done. I kind of feel like Oprah Winfrey when they're giving out the cards. You get a goblin. You get a goblin. Everybody gets a goblin. Anyway, if you want to support this channel, please feel free to use Mana Traders. It's a good way to help me out. You can use code word Siege Ryan to get a little bit of money off after a couple of months. Otherwise, I've got a coffee down in the description below. And other than that, just subscribe. Enjoy. Let's play some goblins, eh? See you in the first one. All right, looky. We're on the play. Let's do this. So, good old gobbies. Let's have a look. One mountain in hand. It's very close. I'm more inclined to move this away. Like, we do have like 2 plays in a row. Grenade. I just want 2 mountains. Yeah, this is better. So just put a War Strike back. We've got a Reckless Impulse. I'm feeling good. Homies. Let's do this. So we go mountain, play the Blast Runner, and we'll just fire off an Impulse. This is going to be our Wild and Cattle on a stick. Momentarily. Got our Goblin Grenade, got our War Strike. We just need some meat with our potatoes, you know what I mean? So we're not sacking anything straight off the bat. Dragon Fodder's good. I just want to play that first. And then we can play this into something. Yeah. Let's play the fodder. We'll attack for 1. No extra shenanigans. They're not attacking it anyway, you know what I mean? Like, they're just going to be taking this. So the name of the game is just to get enough in to win. Which is, it can feel like a lot. But like, honestly, Elves with their taps and whatnot. I mean, this is the age old, like, both decks go wide, let's try and get it done kind of thing. If they play Well-Wisher, that can be cooked. If they can play anything else, it can be quite cooked. But that's why we've got Searing Blades in the sideboard. I feel we can have a semi-good matchup against them. I love me some War Strikes in this. I feel like we can go quite fast. I think everything's going to go upstairs, mind you. Masked Vandals with 1-3. Now that's a good brick wall right there. So what we're probably going to do is still Impulse, because they're not playing anything extra scary. They're not playing Well-Wisher, they're not playing the Tappy Wappy. Alright, so now we've got 9. We've got 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's play the Impulse, try and hit a mountain, try and hit another Goblin. Let's get the show on the road, I've got Instigator and another War Strike here. So, I mean, we're probably going to be losing the Instigator. Let's just pass. I could attack, but ideally, if we got this War Strike, I do want to get something a little bit more before we just jump straight to the damage. Yeah, we've got a lot of damage. 5, 9, 12. A mountain would be absolutely insane off the top. Going Instigator War Strike for 5, and then we can go another War Strike, and then Reckless Abandon Goblin Grenade to finish them off. Absolutely huge. Even still, just drawing a mountain is going to be good. Go 5, 10, 14. Gingerbread cabin. Let's go. That's one that gets food. Yeah. Fair enough. Gain some life. See, I mean, as long as I don't play Well-Wisher, I'm kind of happy. Either way, we want to be running a we want to get those blazes in, and anything else wise, I think we want to. You can see why I wanted that extra mountain. That's why I mulliganed. Yeah, we're literally just bringing the Searing Blades. It's probably just cutting some of the Reckless Abandons to do it. I feel like the strikes we don't have to worry as much. We just drew an Instigator, so that's okay. We'll just play this Instigator, and then we'll play another Instigator, and then just take it from there. A shame we didn't draw that mountain for this War Strike, but we'll just pass. They're not really threatening us just yet. They take a little bit to really pop off. So we're kind of lucky that they have a bit of a slow start here. Because really them just going Well-Wisher just cooks us here. And really we just paid 2 mana to get another 2 mana card. Maybe it's worth it. No, I was going to say we should run Lotus Petal, but we shouldn't. We should not run Lotus Petal. So this is the problem card, especially if they're Lead the Stampede. So here's hoping we can go Instigate or War Strike. I don't really want to fire these off just yet. Again, still they don't get anything crazy just yet. They could maybe potentially get us with something big like a Nyxborn Hydra. But play the Instigator. And now really what? This is like... So 7, 12. We're very close now. I think we just fire this off now, to be honest. Just dealing 7. The old-fashioned way, you know? And then if we attack, they block 1. I think we do attack. Just because all their stuff matters, and they can't buff. And all we got to do is 3 damage. Yeah, and now like the Goblin Grenade can get the job done. There's just the scary part is they can go like 1, 2, 3, 4. So they get 4, 8, 12. If they have a Nyxborn, we get absolutely cooked by that. So it'd be 4, 8, 12. Okay. And obviously just going to get another food. So 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They can't Hydra us. We can block stuff as well. Alright, deleting. So that's okay. That's good. I guess they can draw another Quirion Ranger as well and just nullify this. They got 11 here, so I mean that's still good as well. But they have to tap some stuff down to get the job done. Yep. We're definitely sending everything upstairs. I mean, yeah, playing an End as well was pretty good. Maybe they do play Giant Nyxborn Hydra. This feels like a Giant Nyxborn Hydra. Which they did hit. Yeah, Nyxborn Hydra. 2 Nyxborn Hydras they hit. Is it lethal though? I think it's technically lethal. Damn. Well, I guess because I had the other elf. So it's like 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 6, 12, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. We'll just let them do this and let them hit for the lethal. I feel like if we drew a mountain, it would have been maybe a different story because we just could have fired off the Reckless Abandon Goblin Grenade. But it was close. I don't know if this deck's meant to run Electric Ring or not. Oh, they're doing it for 15. 16, 17, 18, 19. It's not lethal per se. We could still technically attack with everything and then get in. We're taking this. We're taking this. That's fine. We have to try and get through with what we have. Deal 3. No one's going to expect 9 damage though. We just need 2 to hit. Yeah, Mountain doesn't help. We'll just play Mountain. Let's attack. The Menace doesn't matter too much from the Blast Runner because they can just untap this. If I was them, I would just untap two things. Yeah, untap that. And what, they block 4? That's fine. That's still lethal in my books. You just block with everything. You have like a 16-16. Yeah, but it's still... if they untapped with another creature, they would have done it. Well, there you go. Simply just have multiple grenades in your hand and then you're good to go. So we'll fling that at you. Sacrifice this one. There we go. Enjoy. Catch this. Get grenaded, boy. Alright, so 4 Searing Blazes is what we want. It's not as good on the plate, but you just have to run it regardless. Because they run Well Wishes as well. I think we're getting in with like a lot of this stuff, really, aren't we? I kind of want it all. I want it all. Do I count? What do I cut? I was thinking maybe we don't run the stack any. I want all the tokens. Maybe just cut the impulses. So running if we cut some of these 1-drops. I'm not as big of a fan with the Mob Raider, I guess, because they're running so many 1/1s, so many blockers. Well, there could be a way where we give our thing Menace and get in, but they just untap with everything. They could have technically won from that point if they just blocked a little bit differently, but like how are they to know that I had 9 damage in my hand? They're probably playing around like Fire Blast and Lightning Bolt, which is a very fair assumption, to be honest. This hand's good. It's probably a smidge slow, but if we can draw a mountain, just our 1-drops are a little bit lacking here. And they got the old Findhorn Elves. Yeah, look, we're still going to pass. The Bushwhack's a lot better, obviously, in like subsequent stuff. But yeah, normal Electric Reach definitely hurt this style of deck, but I think we just have to go fast, is the plan anyway, with this style of deck. Priest is Crushing Drawbridge. That's still pretty good with with everything. They can still play Priest next turn, then give it haste. Alright, well we have no problem with that. I think what we don't want to do is not going to attack with anything specific just yet. So let's just play the Dark Dragon Fodder, and then next turn play the War Marshal. We're going to keep this War Strike around. They're obviously not running any form of Ball Wipe in their deck. Yeah. Yep. And Timber Watch Elf, which is very, very good. If we draw Searing Blaze, that's definitely the one that we want to hit. Goblin Blast Run is still nice. We'll play this. Doesn't give trample, so we'll play the walk. That's why I played these marshals on this turn, so they can just be a designated blocker now. Can't really attack. We just pass. Next turn, I think we just go Mountain Bushwhacker, and then they kind of have to block in a way. It's a lot of damage, and hopefully we can War Strike on the following turn. Giving haste here. Okay. Spinewood Paladin. Oh, they're plotting that. Okay. Okay. Well, if they're plotting that, I still don't think they can get us unless they draw like a priest or something like that. So we'll say no to this and then get the 1/1. And let's just play the other War Marshal. Oh, so close to just playing all of it. I think we still play the Mob War Marshal. Yeah, let's play the Mob War Marshal because then we get the Blast Run to get stuff as well. We'll kick this and then we should be able to finish off with the Goblin War Strike after. Right, let's get it, Goblins. Let's do it. And it's got Menace as well. It's a 4/2 with Menace, so good. This is 10, 12, 14. It's almost lethal. So if we survive our next turn, when they're blocking, they can just tap it and make it bigger. That one though comes back to the token, so we actually get a block now, which is good for us. I guess this stops the sack from that. All right, so I was gonna say all we need to do is just survive with the War Strike. All right, we're playing against Lord Bradley. It looks like. This is a decent-ish hand. I think what we'll do. I want to keep something. I think we probably even get rid of the War Strike, just so we can go Raider into Instigate into Impulse and then probably get a big Bushwhacker hand. I think is the play. Anyway, we're on the play, so we'll play Mob Raider. We'll pass. The old Mob Raider. Okay, Blood Fountain. That means we're playing as probably Jund. Affinity is the options as well. we will just stick a Instigator, just attack for 1. We just do it all now, just so we can get through the turn. Also, the Instigator's a little bit better. Like if we play Grim Bauble, we can sacrifice our creature just to make a Mog Raider decentish, I guess, to survive it. I mean, we could also just play Impulse actually, and just try and get. Maybe just play the Impulse and try and hit and get a little bit greedy and hit something a little bit better with the with it all. Yeah, let's do the Impulse and just see what we hit. Just a mountain, okay. Well, at least next turn we can play Dragon Fodder, kick Bushwhacker, unless they draw us, which they don't normally run. They don't normally run Mesmeric Fiend either. Just hoping for, like, you know, not like a Untitled Blade, Glinthawk. I mean, Inspector's pretty good here. Playing the Wellspring. Okay, well, we definitely do not want the game to run over, so what we'll do is we will just crank in with everything. So we'll go Mountain Fodder, and then yeah, we'll play Bushwhacker, and hopefully we can just use this Goblin Warstrike to finish the job. Attack with everything. And I'm most keen to kind of keep... I mean, probably everything's kind of the same here anyway. I'm really keen for them not to draw Suffocating Fumes. That's what I don't want them to have. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They can block that, that's fine. If they have a Suffocating Fumes, they have a Suffocating Fumes. Now we can do a War Strike and do at least 1 damage to them. It's just more if they have a Fumes, we just lose. Alright, Refurbish Familiar, which is why we did it like this, so we can get rid of this mountain. Just don't play another one. Glinthawk into... Oh, man. Oh, it's close. Then being able to play this Refurbish Familiar again is pretty good. Oh, well, that was going to be our win con, and you got rid of it. We will just crack in with everything. Another Refurbish Familiar? Please, no. Not again. Okay. Give me another Goblin Grenade. That'll be nice. Dragon Fodder. Let's just crack in with everything, and hopefully... I mean, they can block with the Glinthawk. If not, they're taking 5 to get a 1. And we just play this other Dragon Fodder. Maybe that's enough. Again, we just don't want them to hit us with the Suffocating Fumes. It could even be worth it. Nah, screw it. Let's just play the Dragon Fodder. I was thinking if we drew a grenade later, but if they just return this Refurbish Familiar continuously, they can get rid of the stuff in our hand. I think we just have to, hopefully, we dodge their 1 Suffocating Fumes, and then we can just attack with everything, and or draw like a Goblin Grenade or something like that if they play too much. Okay, this screams that they have it. Or they have 3 blocks. I mean, they just get 1 more blocker actually, and they're pretty G here. Oh, cast down, that's good. Alright. Right, deck. Give me something. Oh, this is still lethal. Yeah, nice. I was like, hang on, it's still lethal. So they do bring in all this stuff, so we have to sadly bring in the Goblin Caves, which is funny. I don't think we bring the Steering Blazers against this, or the Flaring Pains, and we just cut. I think we just cut down on some of these Abandons, because it's the worst of the lot. Maybe we keep in 1 Abandon, I guess, and we run it like this. Right, this hand, look, we're going to keep this. It's a little bit heavy on the mana sources, but I think that's fine. I think it's alright. Alright, they just go land go. Alright, Denison's a nice draw, because it always can crack in for more damage. It's just more if they play a Tithing Blade or something like that, it gets a little bit gross for us. Okay, Wellspring, that's good for us. Let's play Echo Wellspring. Alright, so we'll go Dragon Fodder, and then we'll double whacker essentially. And then hopefully a Goblin Grenade can get us there. So in for 3. Yeah, if they kept this hand, this tells me if they kept a hand like this, maybe they kept a hand that had the Suffocating Fumes, so they just need to find like a mana source to get it through. Of course, Skyfisher just picking up the Wellspring, I assume. I'm more inclined to, yeah, so we're just going to kick 1, and then next turn, if they have the Fumes, they have the Fumes. But yeah, otherwise we're just going to go, they can play Refurbish Familiar if they want to. Easy look at the curve. Yeah, it feels pretty good. They take a bunch. They go to 10. We pass. So on our turn, we can likely just go Goblin Instigator into Bushwhacker, or we can just go Bushwhacker kicked and then Goblin Grenade, which is always fun. How's this Goblin Grenade artwork? So good. Very familiar. I think what we're probably going to be... It's interesting. What are we going to discard? It's probably still better to kick the Bushwhacker, attack with everything, and then Goblin Grenade them. Maybe in that case I should have even just kept the Grim Bauble. Okay. Yep, that's fair enough. Maybe I should have played it slightly different then. What do we have? Goblin Caves, you are late. You are late to the party. So if I just kick the Bushwhacker, then it'll be, they could block one, they die. They block another one, they take 2. I think we just play the Caves. And then we just attack with, I mean, they could double block. I'm fine with that. Let's just attack with both. Let's just keep this mountain back. There you go. There's my extra X3 goblins. Yeah. So they at least take 1 here. And then, I mean, if they have some good cards just to flick things around, it's a little bit grimmer. Goblin Caves helps though. Suffocate Fumes suddenly gets a lot worse for them. Alright, Grim Bauble is not good against these goblins. Maybe they have a Suffocating Fumes, I guess. Or Double Bauble. Double Bauble, okay. Bauble is a good card against me, that's for sure. It's very worth it to get him with Refurbished Familiar now. They're not, okay. Well, that's a Goblin Grenade, so let us just do that. Let's just fire off the Goblin Grenades. Play the other one. It's your boy, Goblin Grenade. That's 5. Can you gain life? I feel like I played against Cisco before. Cisco Marino. We've lost a die roll. Let's see what we get. Ooh, look at this bad boy. This is good. This is a good hand. We can go Blast Runner into Mugwort Marshal. It sacks. That we get him for the Menace. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's Goblin time. Let's see if we're playing against... Oh, not a Swamp. This means Grim Bauble. I do not want that. Alright, Blast Runner. Please survive for your old friend Bender. And we have 14 damage in our hand. So let's just get 6 in. Okay? Disfigure straight off the bat. That's not good for us. Our deck is not made to fight against mono black stuff. But at least we can go now. We have all our haste stuff. So we can go Mugwort Marshal into a Goblin Bushwhacker, into a Goblin Bushwhacker. And if we just get enough damage in, then we can finish them off with... oh, they're cycling Unearth. Okay, that makes you think they have a Marauder or something like that. Which is not too bad against the Mugwort Marshal. They're not doing anything specific. All we need to do, like I said, we just need to get 6. No, we're not paying that. And let us just kick this. Let's just get damage in, because then if we draw... I mean, not all this is going to hit. They're obviously going to like destroy some stuff. But if we can get just enough damage in, yeah, to filing that, that's fine. We'll get them for 4. And like I said, if we are able to get them for another 2 after this, we can just use the grenades and the Reckless Abandons. Okay. That is not good. But we will what we will do. That's also interesting. So we're missing a mountain here, which I guess is a problem. What do we want to do here? If we instigate her, the blocks is annoying. We could just kick her again. All right, you know what? I think we just kick her, to be honest. Get him for a total of 6. And they can block it if they want to. If they don't block it, then that's fine as well. Otherwise, we should be able to get enough damage in. Like, if we draw a mountain now, we can just go Reckless Abandon, Grenade. Right, they're on 10. They go to 13, but then we go Bing, Bing, Bong. and maybe get it again. Come on, deck. Give me a mountain. Give me a mountain for me. Paid 5. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's attack first. Let's see what they do. Because if they just take this, then we can Goblin Grenade them twice. And that's all we need. Sure, okay. Okay. 1 Goblin Grenade. And I'm going to sack the Bushwhacker because I'm mindful of, they run... Come on, don't have instant speed life gain. Goblin Grenade. Let's go. So they're running the ninjas. We have to bring the Goblin Caves in here because otherwise we lose the game. We do cut some of these War Strikes because they get a lot worse with all the removal. I think we just keep 1 in, to be honest. We could, maybe even one of the War Strikes, we just cut and bring in a Searing Blaze. Don't want anything else. I don't care too much about the Turmoil's Crypt. That's just for like the Fairy, really, and Spy combo. Let's give this a go. There you go. So we just double grenade them and that's that. This hand we can't keep. It's not quite enough. This hand's good. The Reckless Impulse is also good. Let's just cut a Instigator. Because we can go Mountain, play the Blast Runner, then play the Instigator. This really reprint Mog War Marshal. I think it's a fantastic card. Alright, we've got a Mountain. So at least we can go this into Instigator, into Bushwhacker next turn. Alright, Zealot. Hey, that gets us closer to our prime subject of them losing the game if they're losing life and drawing a card. Let's just attack for 1, and then we'll play the Instigator. We'll probably even wait for a turn with maybe more mountains or something like that. Alright, they're blocking that. Okay, we'll play this Instigator. Probably next turn I want to actually play the Impulse because we're likely to hit another mountain, and then we can go, Mountain off the Impulse. And then go like Fodder, Bushwhacker. Just to save us from anything else that could go wrong. Okay, we did draw that. Let's just Impulse first, see what we hit off the top. Because I think this can affect what we're doing this turn. Okay, let's attack with everything. And I think I'm going to actually get rid of this Goblin token and just Goblin Grenade them. They block that. Okay. And they're getting rid of... They're defiling that. Okay. And they're disfiguring that. Okay, well, we can't use any of those grenades next turn. Alright. Let us... maybe by doing that, we give them too much information. So probably not even playing any of these cards unless we draw like Friction Rager. Okay. We might even just be... I mean, they're at 17. And Unearthing the Zealot. Okay. I mean, dealing 9 to them does sound really good. And we draw a Mountain. The problem is it just makes this Bushwhacker a lot worse, but it's 9 damage. Gosh, a War Marshal would be so good here. There are 4. So if we use these, it's 9 damage. It drops them to 7. And then all we have is a Bushwhacker and a Mountain in our hand. Maybe it's correct to even just use 1. Maybe just 1. Just so we get some level of damage up. And keep this Mountain in our hand. Otherwise, they're not that much. They're not worth that much more. Let's just... I think we just use... you know what? Let's just use these. Alright, you're on 7. Because if they attack and then we draw another grenade, we can actually kick the Bushwhacker, get him for 2, and then use it. Or if we draw like a Mog War Marshal, kick a Bushwhacker, we're having a great time. Ninjutsu's not good. That's what we don't want to see. We'll hold onto this Mountain as well because of the Searing Blazes we brought in. And just playing the Zealot again. Okay, breaking this bargain. Okay, getting more life. They sacked the Ambusher. That's interesting. Let us just... These extra mountains a bit how you go in. Let's just pass. I want to keep these mountains in case they play... I mean, not playing Refurbished Familiar, but... And I guess I'd run a rat if they had the rat. Crypt Rats. Well, that's not good. I think that because they're so hard on creatures, let's run more Searing Blazes, I think. Okay, not ninjutsuing that. Dragon Fodder. Let's play the Dragon Fodder and just see what they do. They might just fire it off, maybe. That's not good. All right, we'll concede from this point. That's very good lifelink, especially if they do one to everything. All right, so let's bring more Searing Blazes because they're quite more creature heavy than I initially anticipated. Goblin Caves is still fine. They're under files and all that stuff. Let's just cut off. The Mob Raiders are still fine. All the 1-drops are fine. Instigators are fine. Impulses are good. Let's just cut some abandon, some of these other burn spells, and then just let's see if we can get through what they have. It could have been a little bit different if we didn't draw 2 grenades. Maybe if we had some extra stuff going on the ground, it could have been better. We will mull this. It's close. If we had another mountain, this hand's good. We'll keep this. Double Searing Blades with only 2 mountains is a bit how you're going. I don't mind the Goblin Grenade either, though. I think we don't want all these extra Searing Blazes. They get a lot worse having multiples. Let's go Mountain Go. And now I even want to just instigate a next turn. Yeah, because they're going Cottage. Yeah, Bushwhacker, alright, so we'll go Instigator. And here's hoping we can just go, probably even just kick the Bushwhacker to get some damage through. I guess we can push for the Instigator, but if they have Suffocating Fumes, we're a bit in Bad News Bear country. Dusk Legion Zealot, okay. I mean, I would take like a, that's interesting. It's very interesting. Let's attack. Let's play the other Instigator. And pray for a mountain, because if we go mountain like Zealot into Bushwhacker, it's pretty good. I have a small feeling we're going to see a Fume soon as well, but you have to play into these board states like this. And because they're black, they might just be playing maybe even Shrivel or something like that, or Arms of Hadar. Alright, they're just playing, they're Raw Dogging out of Crypt Rats, which is interesting. And we drew a mountain, which is fantastic. So here, I want to go mountain. And I do just want a Searing Blaze. Target this, target the Crypt Rats. They're normally better just to cast on a subsequent turn. Maybe they have another one, that's why. I want to hold onto this so we kick at that. So let's just attack with everything. And we just Goblin Grenade, I think, this turn. They can block if they want. Right, taking 4, okay. Let's just Goblin Grenade now. Alright, they're on 5. And then next turn we can go Denizen, kick the Bushwhacker, get in for at least 5 by itself. They're unearthing that. That is not good for us, especially if they have the lifelink effects. Okay. They should do it now, though, because of, oh, brutal. Yeah, and they're dealing 2 to everything, so they go up to a crap ton of life, and they get a 2/2 now. Alright. This isn't good for us. I was kind of hoping they didn't have the Malice, but they did. We will kick at this. We'll just hold onto this mountain because of Searing Blaze. But honestly, like, we gave it a good wingding shot. We can still go, like, Impulse into something else. I guess that's why they had all that stuff anyway. The options are we could have Searing Blazed in response on their turn to that, but then we would have lost everything still, but they would have gained life. It's hard to know, and they're attacking with that as well. Okay. Oh, they're ninjutsuing. Okay. This is probably too much to slingshot back now. Especially because they've got a lifelink and they've dealt with everything. Yeah, mountain. GG. That's okay. Okay, so wrap up time. So this was the deck that we played. It felt really fun, to be honest. It felt really, really fun. I think potentially 18 lands is probably the correct amount, potentially. I hypergeoed it. It might be 19. In terms of, I guess, the 1-drops, I wish we could, well, in 2-drops, I really wish we had more Mog War Marshals because it sacrifices itself, so it makes the Goblin Blast run a little bit better as well. The other things, I guess, in terms of this deck is it wants to be a smidge faster. So if there was like a Dark Ritual effect, you could get out some of the Goblin tokens faster. You could maybe run Lotus Petal as an option as well, but it's probably a fine curve as is. This deck generally, Goblins just wants to go down to the ground really fast, finish it off with a couple Goblin Grenades. You could definitely side out these Reckless Abandons. You could put in Searing Blazes instead, you could put in Lightning Bolts, you could put in Fire Blast as well, just to get that extra damage through. I did feel like I missed Lightning Bolt sometimes, but I guess the Searing Blaze kind of does that job as well. I'd probably say running an extra mountain in the sideboard, at least if you're bringing in Searing Blaze, could be good, because you do want to hit that land drop, which can be a bit troublesome. It's a lot better on the draw, because you can at least play it on turn 2 into a 2-drop they have. Goblin Cave seems like just the best idea as well for like a lot of those decks that run all those Wrath effects. So tell me what you think about Goblin Caves. It might be an absolute rubbish card. It was pretty cool to play some of these old cards, to be honest, but it was fun. Anyway, this is this deck. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.